Hello, Wyoming. I am Congresswoman Harriet Hageman. After a productive week in Washington, I'm here to share some key updates on the work we've done to protect our state and push back against federal overreach. I want to begin by explaining my vote against the National Defense Authorization Act. While I proudly supported the House version of the bill, which gave our troops a pay raise, supported military families, and prioritized countering our key adversaries, I opposed the conference version because it allows the bloated Pentagon to keep spending without enacting appropriate fiscal reforms. 2024 is the 7th year in a row that the DoD has failed to pass an audit, and I don't think that is acceptable. This NDAA also fails to fully address the DEI and woke policies that Obama and Biden embedded in our military, and it removed a provision I fought for to preserve state and governor control of our National Guards. This week, I also sent a letter to the Biden administration demanding the overdue release of the fall 2024 Unified Agenda of Regulatory and Deregulatory Actions. This document, which is required by Executive Order 12866, outlines upcoming regulations and is crucial for transparency, good governance, and congressional oversight. At best, this delay reflects lazy governance. At worst, it signals interference in the presidential transition. I'm calling on the Biden-Harris administration to release the Unified Agenda now. Wyoming's hardworking families, ranchers, energy producers, and small businesses deserve to know what regulatory burdens are headed their way. I also introduced the Parental Oversight and Educational Transparency Act to strengthen parental rights in education. This legislation ensures schools notify parents and obtain consent for data collection, sensitive surveys, and non-emergency physical examinations. By requiring local educational agencies to provide annual notifications and at least 2 weeks' notice before these activities, this measure ensures transparency and accountability. I'm excited to share that H.R. 8753 has passed, and pending Senate approval will ensure that the community of Mills receives its own zip code. This long overdue change will resolve issues with mail delivery, tax revenue, and census counts that have hindered Mills's growth for years. Accurate zip codes are vital for economic development and emergency response. I am proud to have co-sponsored this legislation, and I'm grateful to the City of Mills for their advocacy and assistance in achieving this. Additionally, I wrote a letter to the Bureau of Land Management opposing their proposed research, management plan, and draft environmental impact statement for the greater sage-grouse. These new proposals impose restrictions on energy production, mining, and agriculture, risking economic harm to Wyoming and affecting 121 million acres in the western United States. I'm also seeking answers regarding the potential misuse of government resources by the Cheyenne VA for a Transgender Day of Remembrance ceremony promoted on their website. My offices have been inundated with correspondence from Wyoming veterans who are struggling to receive their adequate health care and the benefits that they earned while serving their country. I do not support the VA using official resources to advance a socially liberal agenda. The people of Wyoming deserve clarification on this, and we need to put a stop to this nonsense. Finally, I was humbled to meet with family members of Israeli hostages that are still being held by the terrorist group Hamas. The family's courage, compassion, strength, and faith was remarkable, and I will not stop fighting to bring their family members home. Thank you for your continued support, and I'll keep pushing for policies that protect the people of Wyoming. Stay informed by subscribing to my weekly newsletter, The Wyoming Roundup, or following me on social media @Rep. Hageman. For any constituent services, please visit my website at hageman.house.gov. Have a wonderful weekend, and please take the time to celebrate this beautiful season of joy.